Hey, so I gave State of Decay 2 a little bit of a break for a while because I just earned my Sheriff's Legacy and I really wanted to run out and, play a few other people's games. But can't do that forever, especially, with the recent debacle with us dropping the wrong bounty pack. Clearly, I need to pay more attention to the live game. So, I'm jumping back in. My plan is to build a new Warlord community because I haven't gotten that legacy in the Dread Zone yet. But first, before I get them started, I want to swap out some of my bounties. I think that, so the Plunder Pack just arrived, and so I've got a bunch of Plunder Pack stuff up because I was just playing on the official State of Decay 2 stream with Joe and Brant, and we were going after Plunder Pack bounties to demonstrate them to the audience. But that's actually not what I want to be doing right now. I've got a few bounties left over from older packs that are going to cycle out sooner, and so I want to make sure I've cleared those out, and some of them are particularly appropriate for a brand new community. So I'm going to run over to the bounty broker up here on the plateau. Let me make sure I know where I am. Yes, okay. So I'll run over here. Can I actually drive through this area? Not well. No, I can't. Could a good driver drive through this area? Yes, yes, a good driver could drive through this area. Oh, noes. Hello, zombies. Oh, look at this ultra-light axe that I picked up in the other stream. All right. Is that everybody? We good? Hey there, Cash. All right, so let's kill the bounties that I've got, and let's look at the ones. Okay, so it looks like I've got everything from the bundle up pack. So the next pack that leaves, I've already got everything in it. But we got this guy. So allying with enclaves. That's something that I do early on in a community, but I eventually sort of settle down with the allies I've got. And so a late game on community like I've got here, they're not going to benefit much from that. Recruiting survivors, that's something that definitely happens with a new community. And ferals with a shotgun, probably a little bit less likely with a new community just because I can't guarantee that anyone has a shotgun. So heavy weapons, fire, more heavy weapons, cups of coffee, heavy weapons. Okay, so a bunch of heavy weapons stuff over here in the pawn shop pack. And then I guess I can grab one plunder pack thing. So just regular zombies with headshots is cool when you've got a lot of ammo. Early on in the game, I might not have very much. So blades, plague zombies with blades. I got to kill some plague zombies for the early missions anyway. So that seems all right. All right, now let's get this guy home, and then we'll start our new community. So this community here, this is just the community that I use for sort of the official company streams. I've been building them up for a while. I actually spent a while with them in the green zone, like recruiting people like crazy, running around and getting a zillion resources, so I wouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff when I'm demoing the game officially as part of my job. Or joining like Joe's game, for instance. That's where a lot of those characters that I play come from. Goodbye, bloater. But I never bring the characters from my home communities, the ones that I'm actually playing like a player. I never bring those into the public streams, partly just because getting my characters killed off is part of the entertainment, and the last thing I want to do is lose a character that I'm super invested in. So Jedi Cytrix says, I need to make time to play. I want to get that hoodie. Yeah, that Kraken hoodie is probably one of our weirdest and best outfits in the game. I agree that it's worth getting. And also, Jedi Cytrix is here. Hey, Jedi Cytrix. So I think that means that after we're done with this session of State of Decay 2, if you are still in the chat, we'll try out Genesis Noir today. All right, so this guy is now at home, but we're going to exit out to the main menu. Yeah, because that's how bounties work. Bounties are account spanning. all of your communities are contributing to the same bounty tallies. So let's grab my safest, furthest most safe slot, and let's skip the tutorial. And so I had a request. Somebody asked me to play on Cascade Hills, which is the first map that we made. I tend to spend a lot of time playing in Meager Valley because it's my favorite. And so I've been doing a lot of Meager Valley lately, though. I think I had two communities in a row that ended up in Whitney Field. So maybe I'll keep my distance from there. And I've been playing a lot in Drucker for the official company streams. So Cascade Hills seems like a good choice. And of course, everybody's seen Providence Ridge because all new players start their game in Providence Ridge. Dread Zone is my speed. And now we're specifically going to go after the jerkiest characters we can find in the hope that one of them will be a warlord. All right, so always got to grab the builder, of course. I thought that I didn't have the trader yet. Have I already got the trader boon? Okay, so I'm only one boon shy. I'm just shy the warlord. Interesting. Okay, cool. I completely forgot getting the trader boon. There you go. That's how my memory works. Well, let's not grab trader. Let's grab sheriff because we just unlocked it, and we're proud of ourselves. So now, let's grab some random survivors. Okay, so assembly line worker, hiker, has rough hands. Seems like an honest chap. Youth counselor, rare book collector, woodcutter, football fan, rifle collector. So, okay, so the woodcutter, football fan, rifle collector, for some reason to me that sounds like a warlord. That's probably just, my prejudices growing up as a nerd in school and having the football fans. I'll be the ones who were a little mean. Let's see here. Let's go through these guys. Ooh, a security guard who hates camping. So he's just going to be a complainer, probably. My youth counselor, who's also a rare book collector. Yeah, that literature skill is so useless. It just makes me want to keep that guy. A meter reader who loved to dance. She did have the skull outfit, actually, but I've already got a character in my legacy pool who's got the skull outfit. Oh, a bunny. Ooh, neighborhood watch and high pain threshold. Much higher health. If I'm going to be a warlord messing with people, I'm going to need to be pretty resilient. So having someone in a pink bunny outfit who's incredibly resilient sounds pretty good. Let's see here. Andrea Joan Grady cleaned offices and was a frontier con artist with people skills. Okay, yes. So if she's a con artist, was she really just cleaning those offices? I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I think, I feel like I should go back and give the hygiene skill to cleaned offices, because we invented the hygiene skill late in the game, and cleaned offices actually probably would have benefited from that. It looks like it doesn't have it, or she couldn't be both a frontier con artist and someone who cleaned offices if they both had 5th skills associated. So, yeah, obviously, yeah, so Cogs is pointing out that you can't predict the leader type of a character, and that is true. But I'm just, making my best guess here of who seems like they might be a warlord. And, I don't think my guess is going to be worth anything, but here we go. Let's start this community.
And we're empty again.
Yeah, we don't need to watch this cutscene. All right, yes, I'm starting as Bunny Girl. Awesome. Let's see what's in the trunk. We got ammo. Hey, you, Essie. Why don't you carry the ammo, Essie? I'll carry the materials. Let's go. Come on, girls. Actually, have they developed well enough yet that I know? Okay, Warlord, yes. Bunny Girl is a warlord. Let's actually look at our whole community here. Builder and warlord. Okay, I got 2 out of 3. That's not bad. So I've got a backup if one of them kicks a bucket. Looks like we got a blood plague zombie here. Do we have... Oh, we just got a bat. So I'm not going to make any progress in that bounty because I don't have a blade on me. Ladies, you got to spread out if you're going to fight a zombie. Oh, I didn't even see that one coming. So, okay, looks like some people saw a body fly by. I didn't see it at all. I must have been focused on another part of the screen. So, unfortunately, I can't diagnose what went wrong because I didn't see it happen. Sorry, I'll have to check it out later on. What the heck? Okay, what are you doing in that cage? And why? No. Come on. Why are you getting in there? That's ridiculous. So, as usual, clear out this first house, like you always do. I know everybody who's been playing State of Decay 2 for a long time is about done with this house. You know it like the back of our hands. Lived here so many times. I don't know, maybe we can call it like a commentary on suburban America and tract housing and how everything looks the same. Oh, gosh! Whose job was upstairs? Why not? All right. Well, let's drop off these materials. Hey, Essie. Ooh, Essie's got a hatchet. All right, let's actually switch to Essie, because I want to make some progress on that bounty. Cogs points out that this one good thing about this base is it's got lots of beds, so you don't have to worry so much about recruits, and whether you've got room for recruits early on, and that is a good point. That takes 2 people, I guess? Okay. Let's see if... Yeah, let's build an infirmary out back. So we get to skip the materials scavenging section because we found some materials in the trunk of our own car. All right, let's go talk to Cello. I like the sarcastic "oh good" that this character gives when they find something that's unexciting in a box. What? Thought I heard a zombie. There it is. Come here, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna go out here and meet these people. Do we have any... Yeah, you know what? I should probably climb up something and see if I can see any cars around here. Oh, the infirmary was finished quickly. Let's, can we build a workshop too? Yes, we can. So because we're in the dread zone still, we can see where plague hearts are. So if I head up this way, I should actually be able to find some plague zombies to kill with my blade. That will be nice. I love how heads just explode in this game. Oh, actually, if I want a gun, I should look over here. Good place to get your first gun. And to get yourself swarmed. Aha! Hello, friend. Cogs asks if the rivers and lakes in Cascade Hills have names. So, I think the only things that have names are things that are actually explicitly named, like on the map, I believe. So there might be, I don't remember what the name of everything is. Like if you look at all the neighborhood names and stuff like that, and little town names, you might find some of them making reference to the rivers and the landforms around here. I can't promise you one way or the other. Like if you go like follow the river up and down, there might be a site that names the river, but I don't know it offhand. So Louisa Ricto points out that house, even though I was, saying that everyone's tired of the house, they were like, the house looks nice, and that is true. It is a really cozy starter home. I do kind of like it on that level. Definitely not complaining about the construction of the house, just the fact that you get very used to it after a while. I'm just gonna take your stuff, people. I hope that's cool. All right, it's probably all I can carry. What you all need? I'm talking to Cello? That's Lisa. That's Cello. Yeah, we'll find you some plague samples, sure. That sounds great. Okay, there. Oh, there's some plague zombies right there. Hey, everybody. I love how just one gunshot brings everybody over here. So none of them dropped samples, unfortunately. I only need 2 for the mission, which is nice. I thought that zombie was going to run up and actually attack me. That's why I timed my attack that way. By which way, I mean boringly. Or badly. Boringly? Where did I get that word? It's an early morning. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately, so expect me to occasionally just say the wrong word for no reason at all. So fighting with all these materials on my back isn't the best move. I haven't found a single working vehicle yet, though. That's normally what I would do, is stick this stuff in a vehicle. Okay, so I was trying to remind myself whether or not our bounties... Oh, I can't pick up plague samples because I've got too much crap in my pockets. Guess I'll just leave that there for somebody else to find. Oh, lucky shot. That's nice. Jedi Psychtrix asks, do the zombies have the outer portions of their ears? The Juggernaut on the loading screen seems not to. You know what? I would have to look. I mean, I know that they did put some effort into trying to make them, seem kind of like they're falling apart. That might be one way to do it, though. A lot of these guys have like hairdos and stuff that sort of cover their ears, so you can't tell one way or the other. Hello, plague zombie. Anyway, I was trying to check earlier if we were just counting when you kill a zombie for a bounty, if we're just counting what weapon happens to be in your hand, or if we count the weapon that you used to kill them. And because a lot of our execution moves, particularly our stealth kills, use your close combat weapon no matter what weapon you've got equipped. And so, yeah, and I thought I had remembered us. Originally I think it just counted the melee weapon you had equipped. But I thought I'd remembered us going back and saying, no, actually, if you kill something in stealth, that's using the close combat weapon. And so that should count as a close combat kill. And that's a way for you to, you know, equip a close combat bounty and make progress on it even if you're equipping another weapon generally. Okay, we're getting tired. Whew, all right. Just got to kill 3 more of these guys. Hopefully one of the next 3 I kill will have a plague sample, and I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Juggernaut, you know, not having his ears is kind of a special feature of that character. Hello, zombie. Goodbye. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, wait. That doesn't count towards the bounty. What am I doing? I need to kill them face to face. Like a warrior. Okay, so I'd love to go into this gun shop, except that I don't have any room to carry what I find in there, so it would just be frustrating. I'd just be staring at all the guns I can't have. I'm going to guess that maybe this is parts. Yep. Yay. Okay, this time, I'm gonna use the weapon right. There we go. Haha. Oh, so tired. Guess I'll start heading back towards base. I'm gonna be done with this any second. Take that. Anybody else? Just gotta kill 1 more plague zombie and hope that that zombie drops a sample.
I wonder what makes plague zombies cluster in these areas.
I know one way to make a bunch of plague zombies show up. Oh, really? Really? All right. Writing that one up. Yes. Oh, yikes. Okay, so I thought this place was empty and I was going to have to, like, hit the heart once. To, like, get him to come, but turns out they're already here. Yes, there's a sample I needed. All right, good. This turned out to be a good move. For a second, I thought it was going to be a very bad move. Cogs, I actually forgot what the prize for bringing these people a sample is. If they drop a rucksack, though, not taking it with me, not at first. Not till I find a car that runs.
I'm exhausted.
Though, actually, wait a minute. Oh, right. The car that I've got, that I started with, isn't busted. It's just out of fuel. Here you go. Okay, hold on a second. I probably should bring that fuel home.
Take care now.
Yep, that makes sense. Because I can take this back to the car, or I can take this back home, extract fuel from it, use it to fuel up the car, and then come back with the car to pick up all kinds of stuff. The ammo, the guns at the gun store, whatever I want to get. So that's what I'll do. Ranouthcord confirms that, yeah, they always give you fuel if you give them the sample. Well, that was a clever move. Whichever mission designer it was that worked on this was thinking it through. Like, okay, one of the things the player really, really wants is fuel. Let's guarantee that they get it if they follow the missions. They never discussed that with me, and so I didn't really think of it that way. But, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Where is the wandering trader? Out there? That's not too far. I could pick up that one luxury item that I dropped. All right. Let's make a gas can. Let's just start with one. And then I should... Oh, wait. When did I... Somebody dropped this off, didn't they? Oh, well, whatever. I don't think I've got a backup melee weapon. Except, oh, I do. I do. I've got this one, and I don't need to use blades anymore. This gun that I've got is fine. Let's drop off the bullets I can't shoot. Keep the snacks in case I get in trouble. In case I meet my first feral of the game, for instance. And then let's drag this gas all the way back up to my car. Jedi Cytric says, so I noticed you never closed your doors or gates. Do they, like, close themselves? So, yes, I think they do. But more importantly, it kind of doesn't matter if they're open or closed. Because if they're closed, a zombie will come up and hit it until it opens. And it doesn't make much of a difference. That's actually one of the main reasons why we didn't bring over the window barricading feature from the first game. It's because it didn't actually matter. Like, it's an atmospheric part of sort of zombie survival, and that's why players like it, because they like the feeling of, boarding up a building and keeping the zombies out. But unfortunately, the thing we didn't have was enough time to make that a satisfying, meaningful feature, to barricade up any building and make it more defensible. Because what just happens is it just slows the zombies down, and they eventually hammer their way in anyway. And there's not much you can do in the meantime. Like you can't, get a spear and poke them through the holes or something like that. Like, we don't have any of the mechanics that would make barricading a useful defensive strategy. So while players liked it, when we had to make pragmatic decisions about what to keep in the game and what not to, we had to go with the stuff that was much more essential to the mechanical experience, even though that was something that players liked on an emotional level. I would love it if some, a future iteration of this game found a good way to implement that so that it actually was meaningful, so that, so that players could have the emotional experience they're going for and have it be sort of, relevant to good ways to play the game. I just realized that I passed by the thing that I was going to do, which was go back to that enclave and grab the rucksack. So I'm going to go do that real fast. Where were they? They were up here, right? Yeah, they were in this little shed. Let's see here. Here we are. Take bag of hunting ammo. So, Luis Oricto. Am I saying your name right, Luis Oricto? It's not a string of letters I often see. So I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Louise is commenting on the fact that they've heard that we are working on State of Decay 3. That is a thing that we've announced, though we've announced nothing else about it, and I can't talk about any details. Partly just because a lot of the details are they're still in progress. Any of them could change. And so anything I told you now could easily be false by the time the game comes out. And also, because I am full-time on the State of Decay 2 team, it's like, I know roughly what the State of Decay 3 team is working on. But only roughly. I'm not into the details because I have to be in the details of our game. We're doing so much new stuff in our game. Like, I got to keep sort of a rough idea of what the other team is doing, but I can't possibly get into all the details because this game has so many details for me to keep up with, and I'm only one person. So, yeah. Let's see. Here's the gun store. Let's head in there. I'll just call you Louise. That's a good idea, Louise. Louise says, wait, they're adding new things to this game? Yes, that is, it's the first time I've really gotten to do something on this scale in my career. But yeah, basically, we've been working continuously on State of Decay 2 since it released 3 years ago. We haven't released a new update in the past couple of months because we've been working on some big stuff behind the scenes that needs more time to get done. But yeah, for ages we've been releasing. We did a couple of DLC packs early on. We did, and we just we added crossbows a few months after release. We've we added the ability to change your character's outfits. That came a couple of years after release. We added difficulty levels after release. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that we've been adding, and there's only a ton more left to come. Like, there's kind of no end in sight. We don't have a date when we're planning to quit, and we've got plans going out all the way at least through the end of the year. So, and there's no reason to assume that it wouldn't go significantly further than that. The end of the year is only as far as we've made specific plans of what we're going to work on. Okay, so we've got a shotgun now, so I could grab that shotgun bounty if I want to. Let's see what else we can grab, and then, actually, wait. Yeah, we'll do that. No, I'm going to go back here, because, here's why. I want to keep that on my person. Because I'm going to sell that to the Wandering Trader in just a minute. So Louise says, "Can you add a kid mode so people I care about can't die?" We did recently add the green zone, which it's not kid mode. Your character still can die, but combat is much less risky. And one thing you can do is you can turn. I'll show you in just a second. Yay, ranch hand jacket. If you go over to the difficulty menu over here, you can actually manually adjust different parts of the difficulty. So you can make the combat, for instance, much less scary by moving it down to green, but still keep, the community difficulty, like managing morale and building stuff, whatever, and the map difficulty, which is, how rare resources are, things like that. And how many plague hearts there are. You can manage that stuff all separately. So if you're having trouble losing community members, you could just take action down to green, keep everything else high, and go with that. All right. Wait, I haven't gotten everything. What am I missing? Is there a container in here?
Looking good. No more Zeds here.
Ah, there we are. So another feature we added fairly recently was... Oh. Don't have room for everything. Dang it. I'll have to come back for more later. Another feature that we added was after you completely search a building, we now show you icons for the containers through walls. So you're not just left just running around desperately trying to find that last container and you just can't figure out where it is. We added heavy weapons, by the way. That's the thing that came out a couple years after release. Originally, the game only shipped with 2, sort of 3 melee weapon types. But we added those heavy ones partway through release. It's kind of cool because some of this stuff is stuff that, whenever you are planning a game from scratch, you always imagine a game that's about 2 or 3 times as big as what you can actually pull off. You imagine like sort of this perfect idealized version of the game that you want to make. And you never get to make that game. You always get to make a game that's a little smaller, a little less ambitious, a little bit more realistic. Oh. Thanks, Adam. Let's take this guy out too while we're at it. Oh. Fine. And so, continuing to work on this game for years after release has allowed us to do a lot of the stuff that we actually originally wanted to do for ship but couldn't get to. Things like heavy weapons. They were originally part of our plan, but we couldn't. We just didn't have time to do them before we had to release the game. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. So first off, we're going to sell him our luxury here. Boink. And we don't have a lot of room in our inventory, but what's he got? Oh, this is the fireworks guy. That's right. Okay, so he doesn't have a lot of stuff that I'm super interested in. I can, I think I can call some of this stuff in via the Independence Pack. This thing is so... Starshank. That's the sticky bomb launcher, right? I believe so. I don't have a lot of... Okay, so you know what? I don't ever use snacks. Let's actually grab one. Grab a Starshank. grab the rounds.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, right. They only stack to 4. I forgot about that. I don't... Well, I mean, you know what? I don't have a crossbow, and bolts are really, really easy to find. You can even manufacture them. So... we will do that. All right, we're all full up. Time to head home. Louise says, I hope they add a thing to the car so you can just run over zombies all day. So switching to green zone, specifically, I believe it's green combat, green action. If you switch to green action, vehicles are more durable. You'll see that it says it kind of like right there. You can't really see it because of where I've placed my head, but it says vehicles are more durable. And so that means basically you can run over zombies all day. Eventually the car will wear down, but it'll take a while. And so you can just kind of run over zombies with wild abandon. Then if you turn it all the way up to lethal, your car will blow up if you just hit more than a few. So there's definitely a wide range of car durabilities on that difficulty screen. So I'm really glad that you showed up, Louise, because it's kind of given me a chance to go over some stuff that a lot of the folks who follow me are very veteran players of State of Decay 2, so they don't give me a lot of excuses to talk about some of the features that new players might not be aware of. So I'm glad that you sort of gave me the excuse. Okay, so I'm not actually going to bring this with me right now. We'll save that for later. Drop all that stuff off. And now, okay, so we are just trying to get started. Oh, there's an infestation down there. We should take care of that before it gets bad. Oh, let's fix that up. Okay, so morale is not that great right now, mostly just because we've got nothing helping it. And just your morale starts in the red in the dread zone if you don't have anything affecting it. So we're gonna have to figure out something to do about that situation. If morale gets low enough, characters start fighting. So one thing that I'm actually working on for a future update is being really clear, being much clearer in the sort of description text of our traits about what the effects of some of the morale traits are, because there's a certain set of traits that make characters more argumentative, make them more likely to get into conflicts. And there are some players who, the moment they see any of those, they just evict that character immediately or just refuse to recruit them. Because they're like, I don't want them starting random arguments. It turns out the arguments are not, they are random in that, there is a random process that determines exactly what argument happens when. But actually, you can completely avoid arguments if you just get morale high enough. But the trait doesn't tell anyone how high the morale needs to be to avoid arguments. It's actually not that bad. And so you could probably recruit characters who are argumentative all day. In fact, I did it in my last community, the Free People. I had an argumentative character as one of my major characters, but because I was really focused on keeping their morale high, I think they got into one fight at one point, and then once I got their morale up above the threshold, they never fought again, because that's actually how it works. But we never tell players that that's how it works. So of course they assume the worst. They assume that this stuff is random, and that they can't control it. And if they invite somebody like that into their community, they're just gonna be starting fights all the time, and their morale is gonna tank, and it's gonna be terrible. And they're anticipating this bad experience, and so they get rid of the character, and that makes perfect sense. But I think a lot of them, if they understood how manageable those traits actually are, they wouldn't immediately dismiss some of these really good characters that that they disqualify because of that trait. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Guy's got a head like mine. Jedi Psychic says, how does he resist the temptation to just run over all the zombies with his car? Nerves of steel. No, it's not nerves of steel. It is bad experiences in the past, because I know what difficulty I'm playing on. And I've so frequently had the experience of running over zombies and having my car get completely trashed as a result.
Looking good. No more Zeds here.
Jedi Psychic, I think, is aware of how conditioning works and stuff. It's like, if you have enough bad experiences doing something, you gain sort of a visceral impulse to avoid it. All right, I think I don't need that particularly a lot. One thing I do need, though, is I should claim an outpost somewhere. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to go after that infestation. We can head back and do that. Yeah, I don't really need the Wandering Trader anymore. My builder wants to do something, and I don't care, because I'm going to be a warlord. Yeah, let's head back there. There's some useful supplies over there. So the question is, do I actually want Essie to be my leader? Because I think she was one of my warlords, right? I think I'm kind of into BEKI being my leader just because she's got the bunny suit. And the bunny suit's so amazing. I don't know if you can expect people to take her seriously or not. Like, maybe she'll try to be all intimidating and people will be like, she's wearing a bunny suit. But then actually, again, through the, process of conditioning, they can start to be afraid of bunny rabbits. Actually, you know what? I think that's got to be our plan. We're going to dress as this bunny suit, and we're going to be like the terror bunny that makes everyone scared of bunnies. Because we've got such an intimidating rabbit. Hey, everybody. Oh, wait, what? Wait. Not in my house. Fun thing is about explosives in this game, they have a really high dismember chance. They don't necessarily always kill zombies outright, though. So you end up with just a lot of zombies crawling on what... Well, I'm really good at shooting necks. If these were titans, I'd be doing a great job. So the reason she's swinging it over her head is because she detects that there's other zombies nearby. She doesn't bother to detect whether or not those zombies are at head height. See, this zombie, she kills like that because there's no other zombies around. I feel like that is a kind of a minor bug I could write, actually.
That was a big loud fail.
Okay, let's climb up here where the zombies can't reach me. I'm gonna take a couple of notes here. Okay, so I did find that step outside. Was it the swine and bovine? Oh, what the? Ow! I was not paying attention. Oh, holy crap! You know what? Of course, there's no ladder up here. Of course, the zombies can climb up here. What am I thinking? It's ladders zombies can't climb, and occasionally cars. But yeah, if I want to be safe from the zombies, I gotta get up here. All right, anyway, so that step outside the S&B. Gotta deal with that bug. But there's also the swingy finisher on heavy weapons around crawlers. It should ignore crawlers when it's deciding whether to do the swingy attack. Because it looks kind of silly. You're swinging this thing around your head, and there's no zombies that you're actually going to hit with it. Oh, she did it there, too, and there were no other zombies around. Weird. I guess there are worse things than having it be a little bit oversensitive. What? What? What is this nonsense? What happened? I have never seen that. 4 rucksacks in one container? How in the world did that happen? Oh. Okay, so there is a mission at the beginning of the game to get materials, and it deposits materials to make sure that the materials are there. Could it be that this was already a bounteous container and then a mission deposited materials in it? Still, even that, getting to 4, seems ridiculous. It's amazing. I mean, I might have to upgrade my storage like right now. Okay, I've got no materials right now, actually, so I can't. That's fine. Let's go back, deposit at least some of these materials, and spend some of them on a storage upgrade. Louise says, if you have lots of infestations, does that make more zombies on the map? It does not. What it does is it affects your morale. People get more worried and scared if there are too many threats out there. So you don't want that. Let's put that in the car. Send these in. Send this in. But infestations also proliferate. So if you leave them alone, an infestation will spawn another infestation, which will spawn another infestation, and they'll grow. And then it'll get intimidating for your people. So you have to sort of, it's kind of a maintenance thing. So we have been thinking about maybe ways to make facing infestations more interesting. Because right now all it is it's a maintenance thing. They grow on their own, and you have to sort of tamp them down to keep your morale manageable. But, you know, maintenance tasks aren't necessarily all that fun. Tasks where the main reason you're doing it is to avoid a negative consequence, those aren't as fun as things that have positive consequences. And so we've been trying to think about, you know, different ways we could approach them, either to make them feel, you know, make fighting them feel like a more significant, important strategic part of the game, so you feel like there's more value in it and not just I'm just avoiding a morale penalty, or even making them explicitly more rewarding to fight. Haven't figured out any answers on that yet, though, so you know, nothing to announce. All right, so we are definitely going to spend some time with BEKI here, because we want BEKI to be our leader. We want everybody to be good, but we want BEKI to be the leader. So what have we got right now? So she's got that baseball bat. So we should... Okay, I said that I was going to upgrade my storage, didn't I? How many people does that take? 2 people, 8 materials. Well, we can do it. We just got to wait till we're done finishing the master bedroom. Can I talk, please? The master bedroom. Okay, so one thing I have not done is allied with an enclave or recruited a survivor. Actually, but I could up my chances here. Actually, wait a minute. I think that enclave that I met over there, I think I can probably recruit from them if I've got enough influence. And I don't remember the exact influence values. 550, you know what? I'm pretty sure 551 is not enough, even if they're friendly. Let's go and check the prices, but I'm pretty sure it's something like 750. I think I don't have it yet. Hey there, Cello. Oh, recruiting is unavailable. Interesting.
Stay alive, all right?
I wonder why it's unavailable. These guys are supposed to become an ambient community after you're done with the mission with them. And we are done with the mission. That feels like a bug to me. They're supposed to be recruitable at this point. Let's head up to the bounty broker anyway. Swap out the bounty that I do have.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
Ah! Saffron suggests that we should add zombified survivors with loot on them, just as regular zombies you can encounter out in the world. Yet I'd actually been thinking about that at one point, that we should add zombies with rucksacks on their backs. So you go and kill that zombie, and you get a prize. I really like that idea. That's something that we've talked about doing. It's just, you know, haven't gotten around to it. There are other things that seemed higher priority. I was trying to hit that zombie with the back end of my car. It did not work. Oh, there went my door. Good thing I brought a repair kit with me. No! I almost hit that bloater just because, for no reason. It's like, oh, there's a zombie. I'll hit that zombie with my car. For those of you who don't know, that would fill my car with poisonous gas and just lean really hard to the right. There we go. All right. Anyway. What? Oh, gosh. Hi. Oh. And this character does not have a gun. Right. Probably should have picked up a gun while I was out. And actually, I don't think I actually finished scavenging the gun store. Oh, I did. I did finish. Okay. All right. Anyway, hey there, Cash. Let's talk about bounties. I would like a cutlass, please. Thank you. Okay, so I could grab this basic headshot one. Bloaters with shotguns won't be too bad. I've got a shotgun. I've also got a blunt weapon right now. It's only 20 zombies with blunt weapons. Feels like I could probably do it even before this bat breaks. So let's grab some stuff out of the trunk. Fix up this car. And see if we can finish that bounty real quick. Let's just go kill 20 zombies with our bat. Then we'll switch to our much cooler cutlass. Oh, man. One thing to point out, by the way. So I got really used to my old community where my morale was really high. Check out the dirt on this hoodie. She is in poor shape. She's just not doing any laundry. And that's for a reason. That's because our morale is really low. When your morale is in the red, your characters do not take care of themselves. Okay, so I think I actually don't need to upgrade the storage right this second. So let's clear this trash because I can build a latrine or something here to help with our morale. And then where should I go? I guess we'll head into Lowell. Just do some basic scavenging here. Oh, hello. There is a bunch of you. We'll be fine. I've got all the health in the world. So the basic trade-off between blunt weapons and bladed weapons is the fact that blunt weapons can hit more zombies and bladed weapons kill them faster. So your blunt weapons are kind of, at least prior to us coming up with the heavy weapons, blunt weapons were your crowd control weapons because they would knock zombies down and hit multiple zombies so you could handle a crowd better. But if you wanted to kill individual zombies faster, you'd want a blade because it would... it would also have a disabling effect, which was cutting their limbs off. But it doesn't knock them down as fast, but it does cut their limbs off. But then, more importantly, its chance of killing them outright with each hit was higher. Because you might not realize this, but zombies do not have health bars. It's not just that we don't show their health bars; they do not have health bars. Each time you hit them, what you're doing is raising the chance on a die roll, basically, that the next hit will kill them. So, like, my first hit with the zombie has got something like, I don't know, like a 20% chance of killing it. Doesn't happen that much. Second one has like a 40% chance. Third one has like a 60% chance. I'm making those numbers up. Those are not the real numbers. I forgot what the real numbers were. Somebody told me at one point, but why would I remember? And I think it does actually vary between weapons too. Like I said, the blades have higher values there than blunt weapons do. Oh, cool. Some rare resources.
Okay, time to put this place behind us.
Picked up some garbage, but that's okay. Oh, more zombies. I'm hearing some rumblings. Maybe that's just my stomach because I haven't had breakfast yet. Whatever. Let's run around some more. Actually, what I should do is drive around some more to attract some more zombies with the noise of my engine. Oh, so Cogs says, maybe I should remind viewers that I've got my backpack display turned off. Yeah, so this is a thing. Actually, it's here. Oh, I just realized I'm still in multiplayer mode. I should turn... I like being able to pause my game, so I should turn that off. But yeah, so I've actually got this right here. Hide character backpacks. I've got that turned on. Normally, you can see your backpacks and you can run around and you see your weapon mounted on your back, stuff like that. I had it turned off, mostly just because I was doing the official company stream, and I wanted my characters to show off the outfits they were wearing. We were actually specifically talking about like our Kraken hoodie and our other sort of pirate-themed outfits. And so I wanted the outfits to be really, really visible. So I, oh, yeah, no. So I turned off backpacks. But I actually kind of like seeing the backpacks. At least when you got a slim backpack on, I like seeing them. So I think I'm going to leave them on. Oh, that's true. One of a Kind points out that if I want zombies to show up for me to kill them for this bounty, I could just use the firecrackers that I otherwise have no use for. So, yeah, so you'll notice it does take a while to kill a zombie with a bat. There we go. But yeah, so at standard and green zones, if you throw firecrackers, they'll actually pull zombies off you. They'll pull so much aggro from the zombies that the zombies will be distracted from you. But at dread zone and higher, that isn't the case. If the zombie's already aggroed on you, then there's nothing you can do to distract it. Oh, you know what? Well, I don't think I have the influence yet. I was about to say I'd love to upgrade to this base here. I really like the corner office. It's not the biggest or fanciest base, but it's one of the cooler ones. It's got so many floors, and you can build stuff on the roof. I love bases that let you build stuff on the roof, like the bridge fort, corner office. And also, a corner office. I hear that's a status symbol, right? That's how you know you've made it. Okay, just gotta kill one more. I guess you can tell that maybe it would be smart for me to move on to the Nightmare Zone at some point because I'm just constantly fast searching because I'm just not afraid of the zombies. Okay, so we got our bounty. Let's head back to cache. Trade this one in. No! You stupid zombie. Get off. There you go. I'm not sure exactly what killed that zombie, but whatever. I think if you just apply enough torque to the vehicle, zombies on it will get damaged. Somebody's following me. Okay, so we've got a siege brewing at home. So let's grab this bounty. Get ourselves a shovel. Maybe we'll switch to the shooty zombie one. Because there wasn't anything from over here that I wanted, right? Ferals with a shotgun. Still, I've run into one feral so far. And you know what? I could... that would just be... Okay, so all three of these bounties at that point would be sort of rare contingencies. I don't want rare contingencies. I need to at least have one bounty that I'm just making solid progress on. So I think maybe we'll go with this one. Non-freaks with headshots. And we'll head home. So I think, yeah, we'll probably wrap up this State of Decay session with this siege back here at base. maybe if Jedi Psych Tricks is still in the chat, maybe we'll try out Genesis Noir, which I've been teasing for a long time and never playing. Where am I again? Left turn would be fine, I guess. I don't know. 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Jedi Psych Trick says she is down for that. Yeah, let's go right. Hylas asks, would my friends feel left out when they join my game of State of Decay 2, since it's technically my save and not theirs? Yeah, so that's one of the challenges that we faced with State of Decay, because we wanted people to be able to sort of join random people's games, and sort of be able to sort of like matchmake and find people through that method. But if we did that, that means that there would be a high chance, basically, we wanted to make sure that we could protect you from random people causing problems, right? Like if you do random matchmaking, then that means you're inviting somebody into your game, and if they have a lot of control over your game, they could mess things up. And because, State of Decay is a game that allows you to lose things permanently, and you can never get them back. That felt like a really, really strong risk. And so we built our co-op around the idea that you maintain ownership of your stuff. And when your friends come and join you, it's not their stuff, it's your stuff. And they've got limited ability to sort of participate and have ownership over it. Which, it's got its upsides for some cases, but for people who actually do have a group of friends that they play together with a lot, it's got downsides. Because it means that, like you don't have the same level of investment when you're the guest. Now, on some level, I mean, no matter what, even if we did give your friends a little bit more of an investment, like in your base. I mean, it's still, because each game is completely different. It is still a little bit tougher to to have it not be somebody's game. It's saved on somebody's drive, and so it would take some even kind of crazier sort of tech changes to the game to make something truly be ownable by multiple people. But yeah, so we did put in some measures to try to make it, even though we realize that your guests are going to have less of an investment in the game than you are, we did try to make it worth their while. I mean, first off, playing with friends is fun. Second of all, we made sure that they bring in characters from their own game, so that character can level up, that character can collect loot. In fact, we made sure that each character in the game, each player in the game, has a separate set of loot that they can go after. So, like, when a friend comes and joins you in the game, they're not looting the same boxes as you. They're loading different boxes. And they can decide what to do with the stuff they find in those boxes. They can either give it to you and share it with your community, or they can send it home to their community. So even though they're not playing through the storyline of their community, even though they're not, they don't have access to their base while they're playing with you, they still are collecting stuff that they can use and apply to the prosperity of their own community. And then also, on top of that, when someone plays as a guest in multiplayer, the next time they come back to the community that they used, they get a pile of rewards. In fact, I just did that when I first started this session. I think I did it before I kicked off the video, but I received a pile of goods because I was playing on the official State of Decay 2 stream in multiplayer. I got a pile of stuff as a prize for that, some landmines and a bunch of other things. So we do try our best to make it worth someone's while to be a guest in multiplayer. You actually kind of get a fair amount of extrinsic rewards. We just sort of dump on you, like, thank you so much for playing with your friend. It's not the same as sharing a community, but But who knows? I mean, we've definitely heard the audience's desire for that kind of sort of everyone mutually invested in the same thing type of co-op. It's such a big change that it would take a lot of time and iteration to make something like that happen in the game. But we definitely could see how having the option to play that way with some trusted friends might be attractive. So B Down says, "Wait, this is a Switch. Is this a State of Decay official stream?" No, of course, no. This is just my personal stream. I mean, I am playing the game that I work on right now, but I'm not doing it formally as a representative of the company or anything like that. Which is one reason why I never make official announcements or anything like that on this stream, because this isn't the channel. This isn't the place to do that kind of thing. We've got an official State of Decay 2 stream. We do it on the State of Decay channel on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you want to follow that, go right ahead, because we stream every single week, every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And who knows, in the future that might change. And so if you're watching this video much later, maybe it's a different time now. But that's when we do it these days. And anytime we have anything to announce, any like new updates, whenever we, a new bounty pack comes out, or if we, release a new update and there's new patch notes, we'll read through everything on the patch notes. I will read through all the patch notes and explain each thing and demonstrate it for you so you understand what's changing in the game. We'll, announce things in advance so that you can sort of see what's coming down the road. Lately, we haven't done a lot of announcement streams because we've been sort of, we kind of went dark recently to sort of work on some big stuff that we can't announce yet. We're getting closer to the time when we can announce it, but it's going to be a bit. So in the meantime, we're running around talking about strategy, introducing people to team members. Next week, our stream is going to be we're going to get to know one of our UX designers, a guy named Chris, who fairly recently joined the team, and he helps us with a lot of planning interfaces and doing user research and sort of basically just sort of solving problems about how does the player figure out how to interact with the mechanics of this game. How clear is it, how usable is it, is a huge part of his job. So it'll be fun to talk to him. We a couple of streams ago, we had the audio team on, and they showed video of them collecting sound effects and doing Foley work. And that was actually a pretty popular one. Like everybody loves meeting the audio team, because they're sort of the unsung heroes of the game. Everything only really works and feels right when the audio is right. But when the audio is right, you don't notice it because it just feels normal. And so they're sort of, it's really easy to sort of to miss out on their contribution, not realize what a huge contribution they're making until something goes wrong. All right. Well, we have been streaming this for about an hour, so I think it's time to take a break. But actually, one thing I haven't done is, what is the name of this community? The Reborn. All right, that's a pretty good one, actually. So this community is called The Reborn. We're going to start a new series of videos starring The Reborn and their future leader, BEKI, here in her bunny suit. This is going to be great. I'm excited to get the Warlord legacy and finally have all 4 of my Dread legacy boons, provided that I don't just get my leader killed like I did last time. So, in the meantime, if you would like to subscribe to my channel and see all those future videos about the Reborn, you can push this button. That was a bad... There, that's a much better snap. And then, the next video will be here whenever I make it, and there will be some other garbage here for you to watch. So, yeah, we'll move on to playing Genesis Noir right now.